was just talking to someone. They feel despair. They feel discouraged. They're always putting out fires. Are you this person? Something I've learned over the years. When you're the kind of person, and especially if you're like an empath, right? And you're the strong lead in your family, your friendship, your circle, right, of trust, whatever that might be. At some point, when you're there's an old term in my former ghetto life, Captain Save-A-Ho. That's the guy or the girl who's always looking to help others. And what happens is not only does that person go down, but they take you down with them. And they basically destroy your vibe and everything about you. And what happens is typically you feel deflated, defeated. You have anxiety. You feel a lack of no appreciation. What is the other words I'm looking for? It's that feeling of you're just not getting anywhere, right? Why is that? That's because the person that you're dealing with doesn't really care about their life, their situation, or they can't. And the problem is you care more than they do. And there is a simple solution to this. The problem is that most folks who care don't want to deal with it because they can't. They have a sense of, there's a sense of, I need to take care of this. I need to do this, for my kid, for my son, for my grandchild, for my wife, for my business partner, right? And typically in this imbalance of relationship, mano a mano, if there's no balance in that yin and yang, then you feel it. They don't feel it. In fact, they'll probably gaslight you. They'll gaslight you to keep the balance the way it is, because really what happens is they have power over you. Here's my word of advice, and it's probably very hard for most of you to probably do. And it's this. Be like God. What does God do with people who don't act accordingly? You know what he does? Nothing. Nothing. You know why? Because it's your responsibility to be happy. Nobody can make you happy. Nobody can make you happy. You cannot make that other person in your relationship happy. So be like God and do nothing. Two things will happen. A, you'll relieve yourself from this feeling of having to take on other people's responsibility who are not fucking responsible. Number two, it allows them, as a favor, it allows them to go ahead and fix themselves and self-reflect, or they expire and annihilate themselves. That's the two choices, and that is the hard part. That is the hard part, because nobody wants to see a friend or a family member go into drugs or alcohol or depression or whatever that is, because we all care. Most people, good people care. And I believe in good people. Most people are good people on this earth. However, at the end of the day, there are people that like to do the same thing over and over again and have no result. And as long as they have enablers and entitlers and codependents like you, their garbage will never end. And I'm telling you now, all it does, it leads to frustration and despair for you, and a sort of sense of the other person. I can keep doing this and getting away with it because for them it's comfortable. What you're really doing is you're making them comfortable. Don't make people comfortable. Make them responsible. Do nothing.